The show transform your life from the inside out, because who doesn't want to live a fulfilling and happy life? Welcome to the Kirsty Show.
Hello, I'm Carol Eves. I currently teach, well, after COVID. My main way I earn a living is I teach people how to make clothes. I run a studio in Scarborough with helping people to make clothes mostly, and alongside that I've got a fabric shop which I love. It's got round to an occupation in my life that I really love. But I've got a background in design and dressmaking. It wasn't my first career choice, but I was designing and dressmaking for individual clients and some of the big stores as well, and did that for quite a number of years, and then eventually had to give that up because of physical problems. And I'm also a mum. I've got a 25-year-old boy, and the majority of his life I've brought him up as a lone parent. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Okay, so when I heard about Kirsty in the first place, I was struggling with widespread pain throughout my body. I wasn't getting very satisfactory sleep. My work was only very limited. I couldn't really walk very far, so my life was really quite limited. I couldn't really plan to go out anyway. I couldn't make any plans. Symptoms were very debilitating, really. I did quite a lot of things to help ease symptoms, and it just seemed that this was my lot, this was my life. I was never going to be any better than I was. I was just kind of getting by and struggling on, really, and I was just trying to make the best of that. I've been struggling for so many years, and then I'd seen Kirsty's advertisements online, and to be honest, I thought at first, how can she profess to, get anybody out of pain when I'd tried absolutely everything that I'd learnt about, all these different alternative therapies, lots of different types of medications, lots of different practices, health practices, different treatments, holistic treatments, you name it, I'd tried it. So I thought what Kirsty had to offer was, nah. And then a friend introduced me to her, who I knew to also have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, and she said, "Oh, come and meet Kirsty. I'd really like you to meet this lady. She does this pain thing." And I thought, I've seen the adverts. And she said, "Come and meet her." So she introduced me to her, and there was something about her that I liked straight away. And then she said, so I told her a little bit about myself and the experiences I was having, and she said, "Look, why don't we just meet for coffee? We'll, I'll get to know you a little bit. I'll be able to assess if I can work with you, and we'll take it from there." And I just thought, well, what have I got to lose, really? So I met her for coffee, and the rest is history, which I'll go on to tell you a bit more about. So the two kind of tangible, measurable changes that I've been able to make in my life since working with Kirsty is, well, A, I'm able to walk and exercise more, and I'm enjoying getting out and about again more, and also I'm able to travel again. So before I met Kirsty, I hadn't driven anywhere for about 10 years. No, I mean, I've done short trips, you know, half an hour, that was the furthest I could drive. But now I can go on longer trips. So, you know, my life has just opened up into more possibilities, and I'm pain-free most of the time. So it's just, yeah, it's made it so that I can get out and about. So my life is, you know, if you looked at my diary and what I'm doing with my life, it's significantly improved. Significantly improved. And yeah, I can walk further without the aid of crutches or sticks. And I can walk further, and I'm enjoying the walks as well, really enjoying the walks. And you know, most days it's like, oh wow, you know, I can walk without pain, and to think only a few years ago, I, you know, really struggled with walking. Yeah. So tangible and measurable. Yeah. The physical evidence is that, you know, I've become an adventurer again, if I can say that properly, an adventurer, you know, which is what I always really want to do, is go out on adventures. And so that's been extreme, you know, over the years that I've been ill, that's been extremely limited. Or if I did manage to plan a trip, holiday or such like, it would be, the planning of it would be so tired, you know, so tiring, just getting the thing planned so that I could manage the travelling, you know, and how incorporate rest time when I got anywhere, and, you know, a few days either side of the travelling to recover just from, you know, going somewhere, whereas now that's all very different. I mean, it's only COVID really that's stopping us from going anywhere at the moment. So, no. So, since working with Kirsty, my life's changed quite significantly, really, in that I can start planning and imagining a life that I never thought possible, and that, you know, that just makes me happy, really happy that I've got choices, that I can do that. So yeah, I think I've got so much more choice now in terms of what I want to do with my future, and it's wide open now. So how's my life changed? Well, as I said earlier, I can get out and about. My fitness has increased because I'm walking, I'm swimming more than I used to do. And I used to do things to feel better. You know, like I'd go to restorative yoga just to feel better. I'd go to get in, not necessarily swim, but just get in a pool to ease my muscles. Whereas now, when I'm going to do these things, it's for fitness exercise and pure pleasure, not to feel better. You know, just to do things because I like doing them, and not, oh, I need to do that because it'll make me feel better. That was what my life was like. It was everything I did was like, I'll do this and I'll do that because I know I'll feel a bit better after I've done it. Whereas now it doesn't have to be that way. The things I do are because I want to, just for the joy of doing doing things. So if somebody was thinking of working with Kirsty, I'd tell them, what have you got to lose? That's what I told myself at the beginning of starting to work with Kirsty, because what have you got to lose, really? And the answer to that question was, for me, pain. Here I was presented with an opportunity to free myself from pain, and saw it as an investment in my future, and that's what I say to other people as well, that, you know, if you've had a life of struggling with pain, living with pain, you think there's absolutely no way out, but there is. And it's marvellous, you know. It's like, go for it. I'd just say go for it. I mean, it's not the easiest of programs to work through. It's, you know, you have to do the work, but the results are just amazing. And that was kind of what I had an insight into when I met Kirsty, was that I believed in her, that she would be able to help me get pain-free. And I think if you've got even a spark of belief, then it's worth going for, definitely. I've no regrets from doing that program, absolutely no regrets. And things still crop up, you know, if stressful events occur in my life, which they do, because life's like that. I can sometimes feel symptoms coming back, but they don't hang around. They're only there for a few hours or a few days, not like months and weeks and years like it used to be, because I've got these new tools to be able to process those stressful situations so that I can free it out of my body. I think I'm one of those people who kind of manifested stress physically. When I was in my early 20s, I experienced some mental health problems, and it was just so awful. I just told myself I was never going to get in that state again. But unfortunately, because of the stresses in my life, it manifested in physical difficulties, which I experienced for years and years and years. And it came and went. Some years was easier than others. But yeah, I'm living a life now that I never dreamed possible, and I love my life. You know, it's just amazing, fantastic, marvelous. Yeah.